BA Comics here, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing One Piece chapter 1134. Finally, let's get into it. 1134 opens with Luffy looking like he moaned, thanking Saul for saving his friend, Robin. And Saul was like he knows who Luffy is and tells Robin you finally found him, the friends who would protect you. And Robin was like, yeah, I found a true friend. The ones who would stand up to protect me. And the Straw Hats just reacted in a Straw Hat way. Without saying it out loud, they said, we'll protect you for life. They all thought the same. And Saul says, I rehearsed this over before they came with his assistant Angie. And tells the Straw Hats how he was in the Navy. And he said he knew who the emperors were. Kind of like recognizing Luffy in that sense. And then it goes to Vegapunk and Saul asking who this Vegapunk is. And Lilith responded was like, it's me, but the main original body or stellar is in this box in a biofluid. The same me who came here 20 years ago. And how Lilith just stuck him in a biofluid. But she don't have the equipment to safely extract him, which is why she want to set up a laboratory here. And Saul was like, I don't know how that works, but cool. Which led to the introduction of Angie, Saul assistants of the Owl Library, and how she saw through Saul's whole act. And she's a part of a group that runs one of the best libraries in school within Elbaf. And Luffy and Usopp want to check it out, which we get this cool cover spread of the Owl Library and everything around it. As Luffy and Usopp runs off, Saul said he was going to take Robin on a tour of the library, and this is where the Straw Hats decide where they want to go, as younger giants started chasing Usopp, Zoro, and Luffy, which led to the young females telling the young male giants to stop, which led to Usopp intervening saying, aren't you going to go out to sea and fight one day? Which the younger giants said, we don't do that no more. This led to Riley pitching in saying, insults, violence, pillaging, war. That's just not the world we live in anymore. And Luffy was like, what? Riley starts saying, welcome, I heard about you from Saul. You must be the Straw Hat crew. And then we get a little bit of lore. How the great King Hero once said, don't fight other countries, trade with them. Which led to Angie pitching in saying he was a great king who tried to reform his country, but his brother didn't want it to be reformed. He wanted to stay the same. As Riley started talking about Luffy's Joy Boy form and how that's a part of the mythology of Elbaf, which switches to Saul talking about the Owl Library and how Saul escaped the Navy and Robin and Chopper enters the library and the book just turns big, and how the text of O'Hara that was said to be destroyed 22 years ago actually all are here, which means we might get a full-fledged history line of the Void Century, which goes back to the underworld and Loki talking on a Den Mushi to someone and how he's been long friends with someone, which they start talking about, if I were there in your place, I would have destroyed everything. Which Loki responds and said, no, he's not kind. Which goes to the western village of Elbaf in a large boat of just hockey lightning. I'm thinking strikes, and we get an appearance of a mysterious figure. As Dorian Broggie party, this symbol appears, the same symbol of the 5 elders, and then Shanks. So this is a god night. This is a god night. We about to see a god night within Elbaf. Not just any god night, a god night that looks exactly like Shanks. Shanks' brother. Man, oh man, this chapter was a 10 out of 10 plus ultra. Oda cooked with this one. BA Comics here, and I noticed 98.3% of you are not subscribed. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button to help a small growing channel. It will help a lot.